Tim Burton's Corpse Bride.
To the newlyweds.
Hi everybody, I'm Athena, this is Aegeus Dolls, and welcome to my doll world. Come on in. Today we're talking about Monster High Skullector, Emily from the Corpse Bride movie. So this is the Corpse Bride. So this doll is coming on August 8th, according to youloveit.com, which is where I get my information from. I am not affiliated with them at all, but I would like to be someday. That would be super cool. So link is in description. So most likely this will be out on Amazon as well as Mattel Creations. So stay tuned for that. I just looked at Mattel Creations on the Monster High tab and there was nothing listing this or even like a coming soon. And I'm filming this on August 2nd. So this might just come out of nowhere. So stay tuned for that. Otherwise, she has, a pretty good amount of articulation, definitely more than the 5 points. She has the 5 points as well as elbow, knee, and wrist articulation, which is great. And you can also turn her feet, sideways, which will be great. She comes with a stand, which goes between the legs, not around the back, which is great. So you can really appreciate the dress a lot. And then we don't know the price of her yet, but we're hoping to get it before the 8th when it will be on Mattel Creations or Amazon, because I would like to plan this out before having to make an impulse decision. But we know that's what stores want us to do, so salty. Okay, so we're taking a look at her, and she's gorgeous. She looks just like the character. Like she looks like the stop motion animated figure that they used
Before Christmas.
Maggots.
They did an amazing job. They will look closer at her, but they got the eyes perfect. So overall, so you see this is the stand that I was talking about. So that's perfect. So this is really a lot more reminiscent of the character design, but they did take creative liberty with it. So in the character design, her earrings are actually a worm that lives in her brain. And he's a character in the movie. And
maybe he's right. Maybe we are too different.
Maybe he should have his head examined. Oh, I could do it.
Well, perhaps he does belong with her.
And we always have the little cutout here. It's really a tear in the dress because she's been rotting and decaying because she's a corpse bride. So it's cool. We get to see her rib cage. They stayed true to that. She has a flesh decaying here. So they're trying to show that. And then she has a skeleton hand. She has some some bones showing, but she has some flesh. So I think they did a good job showing that part of the character.
Yet it seems that I still have some tears to shed.
And getting her blue, not living skin tone, they did really well. Unfortunately, though, it reminds me of Frankenstein's color, but I guess that's supposed, that makes sense because, she was brought back to life.
What does I say? What is I saying? Johnny, what are you saying? That's what people need to say to me.
Now the headpiece and the belt are not in the movie, but I love them. I think they did a great job. I think this is very beautiful, to add a little something extra to the veil makes sense. We'll look at this more in depth in a little bit, and then I love how they opened up the dress so you can, see her rotting, various states of decay. The veil looks beautiful marketing image. But I think that's an important thing to note when you are displaying her. you can also put the veil on and remove the headpiece, which will be nice. It's probably attached, to be honest with you, when you get her like in the box. So you're probably gonna have to cut the little plastic things out, but it is good that you can, you know, position her and move. Now, her hair is not curled or styled because her hair is straight in the movie, which could open up a fun, you know, styling her hair for you opportunity. Just saying, I would do that. If I ever get her, I am styling her hair. Just saying.
I sense no danger here.
Kidding.
And notice the frayed edges, intentionally frayed edges of the veil. So that's an important note that happens in the show. Now, the face, beautiful job. They get A+ with that. Same with little worm boy, whose name I don't remember. He's a little worm boy man.
If he only knew the you that we know.
Beautiful job with this. The colors, the makeup, the size of the eyes, and the size of the pupil and irises is perfect with the movie. They always have those, especially her and Victor, the two main characters, have those like very scared. Oh, and Victoria had those scared like looking eyes. So I think they did a great job with this. You know, the piece of, you know, so you can see her teeth. Could have been a little bit better. It just looks like a sticker or like a temporary tattoo, but you know, it's probably going to be priced around $80. So I don't know. We could have done a little bit better with that. Eyebrows, great job. Would have loved fake lashes. Skullectors don't usually do that though. Now, my criticism is this and the belt. Why is this? We have so much detailed with the textured mold of plastic. Why are we not getting painted details? We could do his face and we can do her cheek, but we can't do that. Like, yes, you can. You can totally build that into the price. So I think that's a little lazy and cheap, personally. Like, come on. You seriously can't, like these, the jewels dropping down or whatever it's supposed to be. Like, I don't even know what it's supposed to be. These are flowers and butterflies. Like, we couldn't paint them. Like, and you don't have to paint them colors. Like, you couldn't have like shading of the black, so have some gray in there for some light, some depth, you know, same with the butterflies. Like, why are we not doing this? This is my question. And it's the same when you look at the belt. Like, we have all of this detail kind of going to waste because if you're just looking at it, it's just all one color that blends in with itself. Because we have this beautiful textured dress with this beautiful fabric over it. You know, we have some tulle coming out here. We have a little arm warmer, which is very cute. But we don't. But like this like cheapens it to me. You know what I mean? Like for a Skullector doll, we're getting that my favorite. Not my favorite. Her shoes are very cute, but same criticism. Why is some of this not painted or had more dimension added to them? I would like to see that. I think that's very important, especially for a Skullector that you're going to be displaying. I'm a little confused with that. I also think while you're displaying this doll, you're probably going to want to have her face on or to the side because it's a little boring from the back, unless, you know, you pose her like, you know, something like that. Now the boxes, I love these boxes. Beautiful presentation when you're opening, wonderful unboxing experience. It's pretty easy to get the dolls out. I love opening it, and then you have the beautiful presentation of the doll. I think it's great. So I really like that. I think we have to see what the price point is. If it's like $50 and below, I think it's worth it. I think the detailing, that kind of stuff is worth it. If it's like 51 or over, it's debatable whether you're getting your money's worth. And I have a feeling they're going to probably put this like 75, 80. So we'll see We'll see. We have to wait and see. I think if you really like the character, this is a great picture of her, especially it's very close to the character. It's not like a reimagination of it. So I think from that perspective, it makes sense. But I don't really think it's like more than that, if that makes sense. So again, we don't know the price. Pretty good articulation. I think it's like 9 points, which is great. She looks very much like Emily from the movie, which, you know, you could have wanted a reimagination. I understand that, but I think for like the first time doing it, it makes sense. Like the Nightmare Before Christmas dolls that they did was like reimagined them as Monster High. I would have personally liked that as the Corpse Bride, where they imagined them like as Monster High characters, kind of. Like that was a vibe I got from Nightmare Before Christmas. But I think for fans of the movie, this will be great as like a piece of art from the movie. Quality of the dress looks amazing. The veil is like whatever. The other accessories are meh. The only thing that is really good accessory wise is the earring with the worm, and her hair looked pretty good, and I think the actual body of the doll they did a great job on. And the face, besides the like fake tattoo of her teeth.
Once there was an ugly barnacle. He was so ugly that everyone died. The end.
So I think it's really subjective. I personally am passing on this. I don't think it's really worth it for me right now. If it was Nightmare Before Christmas, I would get that in a heartbeat. But The Corpse Bride wasn't one of my favorites. Like I've watched it a few times, but it wasn't like I need this. So I think it really, and like to juxtapose that, I got the Beetlejuice 2 dolls despite not liking the movie. I liked the first movie. I didn't really like the second movie. But the Lydia and Beetlejuice as a girl dolls, they just did such a great job with it, bringing it to life, that I was like, okay, I have to get these dolls. They did such a great job. And Beetlejuice as a girl, love it. She's just the best. She's just the best. So I think it's really subjective here, and it really depends on the price and where you're getting it from. So Amazon, if you have Prime, might be more effective than like possibly maybe paying shipping with Mattel. It depends. Usually it's pretty decent, and you usually don't have to pay. You usually hit free shipping. But, you know, you have to weigh your pros and cons with that. So I do think it's a plus. She'll come with a, you know, certificate of authenticity and a stand. Other than that, she doesn't really come with much else. So got to think about that. But thank you so much for joining me today. I'm Athena. This is Adios Dolls, my doll world, and thank you for joining me for a little splash into the waters of Corpse Bride Skullector doll. I hope you have an amazing day, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye! Bye, Barbie.